very warm welcome and good morning to one and all. I am Aryan Nair and today we will be celebrating National Science Day. To give you a bit about National Science Day, it is celebrated on 20th Feb to commemorate the discovery of the Raman Effect. The Government of India designated 20th Feb as National Science Day in 1986. On this day, Sir C.V. Raman announced the discovery of the Raman Effect, for which he was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1930. On this occasion, theme-based science communication activities are carried out all over the country. A prayer can enlighten our mind and soul. To enlighten our day, I invite Iron for the prayer song.
His name is higher than any other. His name is Jesus. His name is Lord. His name is wonderful. His name is Counselor. His name is Prince of Peace, the mighty God. His name is higher than any other. His name is Jesus. His name is Lord. His name is wonderful. His name is Counselor. His name is Prince of Peace, the mighty God.
Thank you for your solemn expression of thanks addressed to God. The Bible is regarded as a collection of sacred scriptures. I now call upon Emmanuel George for the Bible reading.
Good morning, I'm Emmanuel Jess Anthony George. Rejoice always. 1 Thessalonians 5:16.
Lovely performance, Aaron. They say that it is important to seek out the blessings of God before starting out. I now invite Roanna for the school prayer.
Join your hands and close your eyes for the school prayer. Father of all mercies, I offer you my studies and other duties. Bless our institution, our teachers and our students. May the school always be the home of truth, wisdom, faith and excellence. Help me to build the whole community and inspire me to choose good and follow truth. Kindly lead and bless us all the way. Amen.
Thank you, Manuel. Here comes Advait for the pledge.
India is my country and all Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and am proud of its rich and wide heritage. I shall strive to be worthy of it. I shall give my respect to my parents, teachers and all elders and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and to my people, I pledge my devotion. In their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Advait. A good thought can help you have a positive outlook throughout the day. I now invite Sanjay for the thought of the day.
Hello, I am Sanjay from Denvi and I am going to be telling today's thought of the day. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life thinking it's stupid. This is an amazing thought said by an amazing person, Albert Einstein. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay. I now invite Aksa for the word of the day.
Today's word of the day is indomitable. Its spelling is INDOMITABLE. Its meaning is unconquerable or determined. In Malayalam, Adhamyamaya. In Hindi, Adhamya. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. News enriches our knowledge and also informs us about the happenings around the world. I now invite Hari Govind for the news.
Good morning, respected CEO, principal, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I will be reading the news headlines for you. Ukraine suffering many casualties, says envoy to India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will shortly chair another high-level meeting on the Ukraine crisis, said government sources. Negotiations between Russia and Ukraine begin in Belarus. 11 killed in blast in Ukraine's Kharkiv. Kerala CM meets UAE's culture minister. Invites him to inaugurate Kerala Pavilion at Dubai Expo. England won't play against Russia in football fixtures for the foreseeable future. ISL. Hyderabad and Jamshedpur fight for League Shield in Clash of Titans. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Hari. We now have our guest speaker for today's program, Dr. Sushil Kejah. To give you a bit about him, Dr. Sushil Kejah is a neuroscientist at the School of Life Sciences, Jawaharlal Nehru University, which is in New Delhi. He is currently working on the neuronal and physiological aspects of sleep and the impact of sleep loss on overall mental and physical health. Dr. Jha has published many research papers and reviews in national and international journals. He has also contributed many book chapters to different books published by national and international publishers. He has periodically appeared on Indian television and newspapers to raise awareness regarding the importance of sleep for proper brain functioning. Dr. Jha has worked at the University of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, the USA, for 6 years. After that, he returned to India. Since then, he has been serving at the School of Life Sciences, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. He is a recipient of several national and international awards. He has received Professor Baldev Singh Oration Award 2015, awarded by the Association of Physiologists and Pharmacologists of India. NASA Scopus Young Scientist Award 2007, awarded by Elsevier India. Young Investigator Award 2006, awarded by Sleep Research Society USA. Faculty Career Development Award 2005, awarded by American Sleep Medicine Foundation USA. Training Merit-Based Travel Award 2004, awarded by Sleep Research Society USA. B.K. Anand Research Award 2001, awarded by the Association of Physiologists and Pharmacologists of India. Without further ado, I now am very obliged to welcome our guest speaker for today's program.
Dear teachers and students, I wish you a very happy National Science Day. I take pride in being a scientist, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the scientists on this special day. I am pretty sure that you all are aware that the National Science Day is celebrated in India every year on 28th of February. This day commemorates the invention of the Raman Effect by the great Indian physicist Sir Chandrasekhara Venkat Raman. It was on this day that Sir Raman gave to the world his greatest invention, the Raman Effect, in the year 1928. He was awarded and honored in the year 1930 with the Nobel Prize in Physics for his great success in the field of science in India. Raman Scattering, or Raman Effect, as a phenomenon was eventually named, is the scattering of light that falls on a substance, leading to a change in the color of the light that emerges from the substances. Normally, a large part of incident light gets absorbed, transmitted, and reflected. But a tiny part, about 1 in every 10,000 photons, undergoes Rayleigh scattering. This means the photon gets scattered but does not change its wavelength, and therefore it doesn't change its color. And even in the tinier part, about 1 in 10 million, not only scatters, but it also changes its wavelength and color. That is what Raman effect is. What's more, the change in the color of the light is decided by the substance that scatters the light. If the substance is water, the light turns blue. So, by studying the altered light, one can identify the substance as water. Raman spectroscopy, which uses this phenomena to detect various substances, is today used in everything from quality control in the pharmaceutical to medical diagnosis, like understanding the composition of tumors in cancer patients. Physicists continue to tweak this powerful technique while being on the constant look out of new applications and new ways of observing the Raman effects closely. Great Indian scientists like Raman have motivated many of us to choose science as a career. The apparent result of this is evident from the quick response of the scientific Indian community in developing a vaccine against the coronavirus. This is a great achievement for every Indian, and we all should be proud of it. Today, as we celebrate this day as a science carnival, we recognize the scientific activities and programs in the country through the participation of students from the school and colleges, along with the scientists from the state and national faculties. I encourage all of you to choose science as a career, be it a science teacher, a science researcher, or an entrepreneur, so that we can contribute significantly towards the growth of our country in science and technology. Wishing you all the best. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightening message. Speech help us as a society to structure our way by communicating. I now call upon Prayaga for the student speech.
Very good morning to respected CEO sir, teachers and my dear friends. You might be aware that 20th of February is celebrated as National Science Day in India. But do you know why? And for what this day is celebrated as a National Science Day? I'm also sure you must have heard about the celebrated Indian scientist Sri Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman. On this day in 1928, he discovered a phenomenon of scattering of photons which was later known as the Raman Effect. After 2 years in 1930, he got Nobel Prize for this remarkable discovery, and this was the first Nobel Prize for India in the field of science. To mark the discovery of this remarkable achievement and this famous phenomenon, National Science Day is celebrated in India on the day each year. I hope you all understood why National Science Day is celebrated. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Prayaga, for your amazing words. We have a special program now conducted by Anne.
Good morning, respected CEO, principal, teachers, and my dear students. Today I'll be doing an experiment on measuring the speed of light with a microwave oven. So to explain this experiment, microwaves, like light, are an example of electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves can travel through the vacuum of interstellar space. They do not depend on external medium, unlike a mechanical wave, such as sound waves, which must travel through air, water, or some solid medium. Electromagnetic waves cover over a huge range of frequencies, from high-frequency gamma rays and X-rays to ultraviolet light, visible light, and infrared light, and on into the microwaves and radio waves. As the frequency decreases, so does the energy. The wavelength of an electromagnetic wave is inversely proportional to its frequency. So waves with high frequency have short wavelengths, and waves with low frequency have long wavelengths. Electromagnetic waves interact with materials in different ways. Depending on the nature of the material and the frequency of the electromagnetic wave, microwaves work well for cooking because their energy can be efficiently absorbed by molecules commonly found in food, including waters, sugars, and fats. The absorbed microwave energy heats these molecules and cooks the food. In this experiment, we'll be taking advantage of some of the physical properties of waves in order to estimate the speed of light. We'll be using the term interference a lot, so pay attention. So interference is what happens when multiple waves interact. For example, at a beach, the incoming waves from the ocean and the outgoing waves from the surf drawing back from the beach interfere with one another. When two wave crests coincide, they combine to make an even higher crest. When two wave throws coincide, they combine to make an even lower throw. When a wave crest and a wave throw coincide, they tend to cancel each other out. Interference is the name physicists use for this kind of combination of waves. In a microwave oven, interference occurs between waves that are reflected from the inside surfaces of the oven. The interference patterns can create hot and cold spots in oven areas where the microwave energy is higher or lower than the average. This is why many microwave ovens have a rotating platter to promote more even cooking of the food. Our first step is to evenly spread mini marshmallows on a microwave-safe plate. Next, we have to remove the glass on top and the rotating platter to make sure this experiment works. Now we place the marshmallows in a microwave and heat it for 30 seconds. Once we measure the distance between the center of the dark spots, also known as hot spots or antinodes, we can figure out the wavelength by doubling the measurement. Next, we take the frequency of the microwave. This microwave uses a frequency of 2450 megahertz. The distance between two adjacent hotspots is 0.062 meters. Doubling this distance gives the wavelength, which is 0.124 meters. We have to use the wave equation, wavelength times frequency is equal to wave speed, to figure out the exact speed of light. So we do 0.124 meters times 2450 times 10 raised to 6 hertz, which is equal to 0.038 times 10 raised to 10 meters per second, which is just over 1% from the accepted value of the speed of light. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Anne. Teachers are the pillars of strength and the guiding force for students. I now invite Ms. Bianca George for the teacher's message.
Respected CEO Mr. Emo Kuriakos, Chief Guest Sushil Kejah, Coordinators Mr. George Anthony, Mr. Abhilash Sridharan, my dear colleagues and my lovely students, a pleasant good morning to you all. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the school management for giving me this opportunity to share few words with you in the assembly program. Today, we mark National Science Day 2022. Without science, there is no change in the world. Science and everyday life cannot and should not be separated. Science is not only compatible with spirituality, it is a profound source of spirituality. National Science Day is celebrated every year on February 28th by Sir C.V. Raman to discover the Raman Effect. In 1928, Sir C.V. Raman discovered this Raman Effect. A few years after this discovery, in 1930, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics and known as a renowned physicist. But little was known about Raman's research in the beginning by his colleagues and students. So this day focus on discoveries and developments. The theme of this year's National Science Day is Women in Science. As per C.V. Raman, I feel it is unnatural and immoral to try to teach science to children in a foreign language. They will know the fact, but they will miss the spirit. We need a spirit of victory, a spirit that will carry us to a rightful place under the sun, a spirit which can recognize that we as inheritors of proud civilizations are entitled to our rightful place on this planet. If that indomitable spirit were to arise, nothing can hold us from achieving our rightful destiny. The essence of science is independent thinking and hard work, and not equipment. When C.V. Raman got his Nobel Prize, he had spent hardly 200 rupees on his equipment. I hope you all work hard to be young scientists, especially young women scientists, with an indomitable spirit to achieve the best in our life's right destiny by focusing science. Everything theoretically impossible until it is done. So thank you and have a happy National Science Day 2022.
Thank you, ma'am, for your thought-provoking words. A principal teacher helps students to build learning experiences that will provide a solid foundation. We now have Mr. George Anthony for the principal's speech.
Respected CEO, Mr. Emo Kuriakos, Chief Guest, Dr. Sushil Kejah, Coordinator Mr. Abhilash, dear teachers and my beloved students. A warm good morning to you all. Today we celebrate National Science Day. This day is also celebrated in our daily life to shed light on the importance of science. National Science Day is celebrated in India on 28th February each year to mark the discovery of the Raman Effect by Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman on 28th February 1928. For this discovery, Sir C.V. Raman was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in the year 1930. The theme of National Science Day 2022 is Women in Science. As per the woman scientist Marie Curie, that nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. On this occasion, I like to share the quote of Sir C.V. Raman, that is, I would like to tell the young men and women before me not to lose hope and courage. Success can only come to you by courageous devotion to the task laying in front of you. I am sure it is time to remind and encourage our students to popularize science and technology. The good thing about science is it is true whether or not you believe in it. Thank you and wish you all a happy National Science Day 2022.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightening message. A national anthem is a patriotic musical composition symbolizing and evoking the national history and tradition of a country. Let us go for our national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
That will be all for today's assembly. Thank you and have an amazing day.